They say that some lessons are only learned through pain. But what happens when you ignore every warning sign until it's almost too late? Some people see the fire and still walk right into it, thinking they won't get burned.
Guys, do you remember the story of Leo and Luna? In the first two parts, we saw a nightmare come true. First, 14-year-old Leo stole money and survived a terrifying plane crash just to meet a girl he found on Roblox. Then, in part 2, we saw how Luna tried to do the same. She ignored Leo's warnings, stole from her parents, and boarded a massive ship to find him. But then, the unthinkable happened. The ship crashed into the freezing dark ocean, and Luna disappeared. The last thing we saw was her Roblox status, offline. Everyone thought Luna was gone forever. Leo stopped eating, stopped sleeping, and locked himself in a dark room, waiting for a miracle that seemed impossible. But what happens when the offline status suddenly turns green? What happens when a ghost starts sending you messages from under the water? Today, I have the final part of this disturbing story. We will see the secret investigation, the heartbreaking truth, and the one miracle that changed everything.
Before we start, hit that like button and subscribe because you don't want to miss how this Roblox tragedy finally ends. Let's get into part 3. After the news of the ship crash, Leo changed into a different person. He was no longer the happy boy who spent hours laughing in Bloxburg. He became a ghost in his own house. He stayed in his bedroom all day and night. He taped black paper over his windows because he hated the sun. To Leo, the light was a lie. He felt that since Luna was in the dark ocean, he should stay in the dark too. He stopped eating his favorite foods. He stopped talking. When his mother knocked on the door to bring him food, he would only scream, "Go away! Leave me alone!" He felt like a murderer. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw Luna's face. He replayed their memories over and over. The matching outfits they wore in Roblox, the secret jokes they told in the game chat, and the way they promised to be friends forever. Now, those promises felt like a death sentence. Leo's parents were very worried. They didn't know about Luna yet. They thought he was just scared because of his own plane crash. One morning, his father forced him to go back to school. "Leo, you need to see your friends and live your life again," he said. School was a nightmare. During the break, Leo sat alone. Suddenly, he looked toward the school gate. He saw a girl with long hair wearing the same hoodie Luna's avatar wore in Roblox. "Luna?" he whispered. He ran toward the gate, but when he reached the spot, the girl turned around. It was a stranger. Luna wasn't there. He saw her everywhere, in the library, in the hallway, but she was never real. He went home and cried for hours, feeling like he was losing his mind. Thousands of miles away, Luna's parents were living a horror story. The police checked the CCTV cameras outside Luna's house and saw her climbing out of her window at 2 a.m. with a backpack. When they checked her laptop, they found the messages to Leo and the ship booking. The police told them the ship had crashed in a storm with almost no survivors. The house was filled with the screams of a mother who had lost her world. The police tracked Leo's address and called his parents. When Leo's father heard the story, he was in shock. He dragged Leo out of his room. Leo fell to his knees and confessed everything. His mother, overcome with anger, slapped him hard. "You survived a plane crash and learned nothing? Now that girl is gone because of your secrets." Leo didn't fight back. He just cried. "I told her not to come. She didn't listen." His parents looked at him with sadness. His father said, "Leo, even if she didn't listen, you should have told us. We could have found her parents. We could have called them, and they would have stopped her from leaving her house. Today, she would be safe at home." Hearing this, Leo fell into a deeper depression. He realized his parents were right. He felt that Luna was truly gone because of his silence. He went back to his dark room, feeling that he was the only one to blame for this tragedy. Weeks passed. One rainy afternoon, Leo logged into Roblox just to see Luna's profile. Suddenly, his heart stopped. Status: online. The little green light was on. Leo started to breathe fast. "It's a glitch," he whispered. "It's a hacker." He refreshed the page again and again. It stayed green. He typed a message with shaking hands. "Luna, is that you? Please, answer me! 5 minutes later, the 3 dots appeared. Luna was typing. The message said, "Leo, it's so cold. Why is it so dark?" Leo sobbed loudly. He asked where she was, but suddenly, the status turned offline. He stayed awake all night, but she never came back. 2 days later, a notification popped up. A message from Luna. "Leo, why did you leave me? I am in a white room. There are loud machines. Save me." Leo ran to his parents, crying and showing them the phone. His parents looked at him with pity. "Leo, she's gone," his father said. "It's just your mind playing tricks because you are so sad. Forget the game." But Leo didn't give up. He asked a tech-savvy friend to help track the login. It was from a small hospital near the ocean where the ship had crashed. Leo showed the map to his parents. Finally, they believed him. They called the police, and the police called the hospital. "Yes," the nurse said. "We have a young girl here. A fisherman found her floating on a piece of wood. She has no name, and she is very weak." It was from a small hospital in a remote coastal. Leo's father immediately called Luna's parents. When Luna's father picked up, Leo's father said, "We think your daughter is alive. She is at a small hospital near the coast." Luna's parents started crying so loudly with joy that they couldn't even speak. They thanked God and started driving toward the hospital immediately. When both families met at the hospital, Luna was weak but awake. She explained exactly what happened during those terrifying hours. "The ship was beautiful at first," Luna whispered. "But then the sky turned black. The waves became like giant mountains hitting the ship. Everyone was screaming. The lights went out and water started coming into the rooms. I was so small and scared. I couldn't move. I thought I was going to die right there." She continued, tears falling down her face. "Then, an old man found me. I didn't know him, but he saw me crying. He grabbed a heavy wooden table from the dining room and pushed it into the water. He took off his own life jacket and forced me to wear it. He told me, 'You are young. You have a life to live. Don't look back.' He pushed me onto the table, and then a huge wave took him away. I never saw him again. He gave his life for me. I was on that wooden table for 3 days," Luna said. "The sun was burning my skin during the day, and at night, the water was freezing. I had no food and no water. I was so hungry my stomach hurt. I was so thirsty, I tried to drink the rain. I kept my phone in a waterproof bag and prayed. When the fisherman found me, I was almost unconscious. In the hospital, the first thing I did when I woke up was find the Wi-Fi to message Leo. I felt like I was still underwater in my dreams."
After Luna got better, her family visited Leo's house. The 2 teenagers stood face to face for the first time. There were no avatars, just 2 kids who had survived a nightmare. Their parents sat them down. "You were both very lucky," Leo's mother said, "but you must never hide things from us again. The internet is not real life." Leo and Luna apologized and promised to be honest from now on. Months later, they still played Roblox and Bloxburg together, but now their parents are always in the room. They still wear matching outfits, but they know the most important thing. Their friendship is real, but life is a gift they must protect. The screen fades to black. The internet can build friendships, but only the truth can save lives. Don't hide your world from your parent. So guys, this was the story of Leo and Luna. They survived a nightmare that no one should ever face. But not everyone is as lucky as they were. In the real world, there is no respawn button. When the screen goes black, it stays black forever. This story gives us a very important lesson. Never hide secrets. Leo and Luna thought they were in love, but their secrets almost killed them. If they had just told their parents, Luna would never have been lost at sea, and Leo wouldn't have lived in a dark room of guilt. Parents are your best friends. Your parents might be strict, and they might get angry like Leo's mom, but they only want to protect you. They know the dangers of the world better than any computer screen. The internet is not reality. Online friends can feel real, but never forget that you don't truly know who is behind the other screen. Never steal money, never run away, and never go to meet someone without your parents' permission. Tragedies like these can happen to anyone if we are not careful. Please, if you are talking to someone online and they ask you to meet, tell your parents immediately. Don't let a virtual game destroy your real life. I hope you like this 3-part series. If you want more stories like this, please comment below and tell me what you think about Leo and Luna's journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more Roblox mysteries. Stay safe, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!